Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Welcome, welcome everybody.
Hi there.
Just wait for about a minute just to see anyone else that's arriving.
Keep letting people in, and in the meantime, there's no point in waiting. I invite you to close your eyes, put your awareness in your body, sitting nice and tall, softening down through your sit bones. Your spine is long. It's almost like a helium balloon is lifting the crown of your head, just gently lifting your head. And breathing down into your belly, breathing in and out through the nose. And just becoming curious. Curious with the life in your body, sensation. All sensation is life.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Just letting yourself land in this moment, all the energy that it takes to get to this moment online together.
Hari Om
And just being curious. Curious with the life, the sensation in the body. Noticing where the breath is happening and how the breath is happening.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.
And turning off the logical side of the mind. The eyes are softly closed. What does it take to enjoy this moment? Enjoy being curious. Enjoy your breath. And taking your breath down as deep as you possibly can, all the way down into your belly, your low back, your low sides, and then all the way up. Filling until you just let go and let the breath go. Breathing in and out through the nose. When we breathe, it's a little bit like filling a glass of water. When you fill a glass of water, you pour it in at the top, but it fills from the bottom up. It's the same with breath. We breathe in through our nose or our mouth, but it fills right the way down to our diaphragm and fills and expands all the way up through us. So just enjoying this expansion of breath and contraction on the out-breath. Just playing with it.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Notice how often the mind wants to distract you. And when you notice you're distracted, come back to just resting in your body, enjoying sensation in the body, or bringing curiosity to sensation in the body if you can't enjoy it.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om.
Breath is one of the main pillars of Tantra.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
It is seen as the connection to the divine. We're literally breathing the divine in, actualizing the divine inside this body.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari
And as you're breathing and awareness is in your breath, just softly, gently open the eyes.
Hari Om
Rather than looking out through your eyes, just see through your eyes.
Hari Om
It's a happening rather than a doing.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
90% awareness in the body, feeling sensation, feeling breath, feeling whatever you're feeling, and 10% seeing the outside. Welcome everybody.
Oh, it's such a pleasure to see you all arriving. And of course, you're welcome to have your screen on and you're welcome to have your screen off. Yeah, we want to share a little bit of a journey this evening with each of you. But first, we'll just share a little bit about Pete and I. So, Pete and I have been together nearly 19 years.
Hi,
And
Pete.
this is Pete. And a big part of our journey and our personal fascinations is, I guess, like the question, who am I? What am I? All the different things of like, we have an absolute curiosity around consciousness, around energy, about conscious relationship. What is it to attend to and create a beautiful life together? And how does one meet challenges and create repair? How do we create repair well when there's been ruptures in the emotional body, in the heart, in the way that we interact? So we have a real passion in our own relationship to navigate the I don't know, the
The ups and downs of
complexities of
life.
life and the intensities of life. And we've both got a son each from our previous partnerships. I've got 3 grandchildren who I adore. And so we journeyed through the journey of parenting. And in the core of it, we've always wanted to keep this sense of how do we stay connected to what we feel is like the hum and buzz and the sort of ocean of life, the divinity of life. And so Tantra has been a really beautiful part of our worlds before we met. And of course, Tantra has, there's different kinds of Tantra.
Yeah, and there's lots of different perceptions on that as well. We both come from a devotional background in some way. Kalindi's Tantra journey was started off much more with devotion and mantra. And mine was, I mean, Kalindi comes from a place of being a bliss bunny. You know, she's got a huge amount of joy in her body and always has. And I came to Tantra through complete sexual dysfunction and emotional dysfunction and breakdown. And so even though we did some of the similar practices, we both come from completely different ends of Tantra and different reasons for it. And then when we came together, we started exploring together, and it all took off, didn't it? 18 years ago, and we're just still exploring, you know. And there's always so much more to explore. And what we realized early on is that we just wanted to share what works for us,
Yeah.
and that's why we do these.
And so in the world of Tantra, there's classical Tantra, which comes from the sutras, which are scriptures. And I mean, there's people do month-long retreats on Tantra. So
Year long,
yeah,
years.
years,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's massive.
absolutely.
But some of the simple key components of it is, at least how I describe it, is can we become aware of the ripple effect of everything? So Tantra is about an awareness. So can we step into an awareness? How can I be aware of the way that I think, the way that my words affect me and others, the actions that we take, this sense of like, am I present? Am I in presence? So one of the underpinning keys of Tantra is a level of presence. And then through that is the relationship with breath, sound, and movement. So a lot of the sutras in classical Tantra are about where is our awareness, where is our presence, and then using the movement, sound, and breath as a doorway into an expanded consciousness.
Yeah, and an embodied expanse of consciousness.
Yeah.
And that's what we love. We love embodiment. We love playing with different states. And we love sharing it. So we're going to share some with you.
And so I just wanted to also say that Neo Tantra, because there's probably different things. Neo Tantra is called New Tantra, which is very much what you see in the Western culture, and it's very much blended with self-development. So self-development techniques. So it's got the essence of classical Tantra, but it has a lot of self-development techniques.
It has some shadow work in it and all sorts of things. And I think a lot of the classical Tantra isn't necessarily designed for people in the West, for the way that our minds work and the way that our emotional bodies are. And New Tantra, Neo Tantra has come in to address all of it, and there's opinions about both from all sorts of different parties, but I mean, we love to explore all of it and see what works at the end of the day, and what we share is what we found has worked with our clients, with ourselves, and all sorts of things like that. So
it's like for being in relationship and using the let's say the ethos of Tantra, like what we have found is that it's almost like there's attending to like the third energy of the relationship, our relationship to ourselves, and the core essence of ourselves and the core essence of life. So there's always something holding the relationship. And so also within it, it's using those techniques to amplify pleasure in the body, learning how to move sexual energy through the body, and to be able to like use sexual energy to amplify your dreaming, to amplify connection, to have a lot of play with the stimulation of different centers in the body, because Tantra is very much based in the chakra system,
which is based in the endocrine system, actually. And it is said that in classical Tantra that when we reach a certain level of vibration, the endocrine glands start to ejaculate different qualities of chemicals, and different chemicals to what they do on an everyday basis. And people, when we speak to people around their experience of Tantra, often they say they had a heartgasm or a throatgasm or something like this, that, and it's the body is starting to respond in a different way when we raise our vibration. And that's basically what we're doing. We're raising our vibration so that we can access it's deeper levels of ourself rather than the higher levels of ourself, probably. So.
Yeah. One of the things that we found about dropping into the foundations of Tantra is that within intimacy, it's such a beautiful grounding and springboard for any kinds of sexual play. It's like when two people become deeply present and present in presence together, and also in presence and awareness of one's own body sensations, it means that we actually have like we have more information of whether something's a yes or whether something's a no, whether we've opened or whether we've closed. And so within that presence, we have much more capacity to be able to share with our beloved, not just verbally, but through the communication of the body, what's working, what's opening me, what's opening and or what's closing each other. And so a big part of it is this deep listening so that you can both sort of escalate into whatever kind of sexual play, but also deep communication, as well as, yeah, anyway,
It's all about intimacy, isn't it? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Tantra is about intimacy. It's about intimacy with the self, intimacy with the divine. And then once we've got this piece, then we can have intimacy with someone else. We can't have intimacy with someone else unless we can actually really drop in and be intimate with ourselves. If we're not in a place of surrender within ourselves and fascination within ourselves, otherwise it's a forced kind of intimacy. And often what we found over the years of sharing this is that people's intimate lives is often very goal orientated. And Tantra is completely the opposite. There is no goal in there at all other than being here. And the more we actually drop into being here, the more rich and full it becomes. But there's no special place that we should be, so
the present moment has everything
yeah,
that you need within it. And so that's just a very short summary of what we could say about the benefits of exploring the ethos and the energetics of a tantric path.
And that's what we do with our Amrita couples program, isn't it? We kind of explore that with couples. So
we're hoping that in a moment we're going to take you on a journey, and we're hoping that you love it so much that you're like, we really want to come on Kalindi and Pete's Amrita program, which starts in September. And we cover things like building conscious communication and conscious touch. And we work around really deepening intimacy and techniques, and also working on what is the vision for your relationship? What are you both wanting? How to create a container to be able to speak the things that you need to speak so that you can build the beauty of your life together. Obviously about tantric sex techniques as well, how to amplify your sexual experience. Yeah, and also cultivating some emotional intelligence together and ways to come and meet your emotions together. So we're hoping that you love this so much that you come and join us.
I mean, what we've seen is often people fall into relationship, and then they find themselves in relationship, and yet they haven't set any boundaries. They don't know what each other's boundaries are. They haven't really set a vision. And so part of the Amrita journey is about rewinding and finding from the place we are now, what is it I need? What is it I want in my life? What is it that lights me up? What is it that lights me up and that I desire? And so we go through a journey of discovery with each other. And it's amazing what people discover, isn't it? So,
and of course, you may or may not be able to fulfill that for your partner, but it's just nice. It's nice to have a place where you can express and explore what is within. So the way this is going to work, we're going to invite you to do this practice, and then afterwards we'll bring you back around, and then there'll be a little bit of time for any questions, if anybody wants to share how it was or. Yeah, it was for you.
Yeah. So now this practice, it's a combination of different practices. It's something that we've played around with for years. It pulls in all sorts of different threads of Tantra, from vibration, resonance, breath, movement of awareness, and within it, we invite you to become like a child. When a child is just looking in wonder at the world, we invite you to come into your body in that way. And it's almost like, I remember talking to someone and they said it's a little bit like an alien landing inside of your body and looking out and going, wow, what the fuck is this? Wow. Oh my God. And the invitation is for you to perceive yourself like that, and rather than thinking that you know what's going to happen, just be really, really curious. And what we'll do is I'll guide you, or will guide you, through some breathing and some movement of awareness, and then we'll invite you to come into some questions with each other, just a little bit. It's just not about taking you into your mind, but it's about asking from your body to the other body, what is alive in you, which is not about what you're thinking at all. It's just what are you noticing? What is alive?
Should we say the questions and give an example of what kind of things might come in response?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in parts of this practice, these are the questions you're going to ask.
Let's just do one.
Just
Yeah.
do one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them is, can you describe what it's like to be you right now?
And so you'll have just been doing some breathing and some resonance work, and then so Kalindi asked me that question: what is it like for me to be, or to be me?
Can you describe
Yeah.
what it feels like to be you right now?
I'm feeling buzzy. I'm buzzing in my hands. I'm buzzing in my belly. My heart feels slightly fluttery. I've got a tiny little restriction in my throat. And I feel mostly calm and a little bit excited.
Great. So there's an example of something that you might say, like you can follow things that are sensory, but you could also share something, an emotion that you're feeling, or you might say, right now, to be me, it's like distracted, irritated, grumpy. It's like whatever that is for you in that moment. Like can be sensory, emotional, or mental.
And it's very much about what I'm noticing in my body, not what I'm projecting on you about what you did or what you thought or anything like that. Not when you did this happened. It's just I'm noticing that this is what I'm feeling now, and it
in this moment.
Yeah, and for the person who's listening, it's an opportunity to just really listen with your heart, drop into your heart and really breathe and just consciously listen, and don't take anything personally, and just really enjoy the other person expressing how they are, and then we'll swap it round. So,
does anybody have any questions about that?
I mean, we'll guide you step by step all the way through. And if you haven't got a partner there, you can do this practice kind of on your own.
You can definitely do this practice on your own.
It's different, but yeah.
Yeah. So you can follow the practice and, bring it to your partner or a future partner at some point.
Yeah.
So,
but if you are with a partner, then we invite you, if it feels comfortable, to either sit really close with your bellies touching, or lay down with your bellies touching.
It's kind of easier. And sorry, I just saw a message come through. It's kind of easier if you're lying down, because what we want is either you can be with your foreheads touching, your heart touching, and your belly touching. So again, you could find a position. It could be, like Pete was saying, it could be sitting, but really closely together. It's really nice if your bodies are touching. You could do it standing, but it's maybe a bit long to stand. Well, it's about, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes maybe.
Yeah,
so it's quite a long time to stand.
No, it's too long to stand.
Yeah. So have a little play around with where you are right now, and see if you can find a position on the sofa. You can turn your camera off. You can leave it on.
Yeah, I mean, can they go into a breakout room and do it? I think that would be an interesting thing to do. We'd have to put you in a breakout room for the whole practice. But then, then you wouldn't be able to hear us though.
Yeah, you won't be able to hear us. The only suggestion, and what's happened before, is that if you go on the phone, you phone each other, and you can ask the questions over the phone.
Yeah, that's the best way of doing it.
That's the best way of doing it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, great.
Okay, wonderful. So find a position where you're going to be comfortable. Now, Kalindi and I have done this where Kalindi's sitting on my lap and our bellies are touching. So we're really close like this. And sometimes we do it laying down. We prefer doing it laying down. It's much more comfortable.
Yeah.
But if you are doing it laying down, then make sure your heads are well supported. Don't give yourselves a crick in the neck to try and get some pleasure through Tantra. It doesn't work at all. So,
So
and
your faces are really close. And of course, when you ask the questions, if you need a little bit of distance to see each other's faces, then obviously pull a little bit away, or you can just speak close to see how that feels.
yeah, and you can turn your cameras off for this. We don't need to see what's going on. So,
Yeah, okay.
okay. So just settling yourself down. And if you're on your own, then just either sitting or laying. Again, just being really comfortable. Putting the awareness in your body, putting the awareness in your breath. And for this practice, you're going to be humming. You're going to take a long breath in through your nose, and then you're going to hum. And the hum is long and soft and slow. You're not trying to harmonize with your partner. You're not trying to harmonize. You're just allowing a really long, soft, slow hum. Like, and notice if you're pushing it, if you're forcing it, and then rein it back in. Just let the hum be really soft and really, really gentle.
Just start with finding your hum.
The longer your hum becomes, the better it is actually for you. There's loads of physiological benefits to this, as well as psychological. There's so much.
Breathe in through the nose, out.
And the hum out through the mouth. And every breath, let your hum become a little longer and a little slower and a little softer. And within this practice, you don't have to match your breathing with each other. So breathe whenever you need to. Hum as far out as you can, and then breathe in and hum out again. And as you're humming, I invite you to bring your awareness into your head, into your skull, and into the center of your brain. Now the vibration of the hum travels through water and bone. So just resting the awareness in the bone of your head, in the skull, the jaw. And also in the brain, in the middle of the brain. And just notice where you notice the vibration of your hum. Without pushing it, without forcing it. The softer the hum is, the more vibration is actually generated through the system. You can't force it. And keep resting back into your body. Notice if you're coming out at all, and just come back in, rest in your body. Notice where you notice the vibration, the hum, in your skull and in your brain. Taking all of the effort out of it. Letting it become as effortless as possible. Notice if you're trying, and again soften, relax. Just relax into being a soft, gentle hum. And you may notice that your hum wavers with your heartbeat, the longer and slower it becomes, and that's fine. It's not about sounding beautiful. As you're humming like this, everything in your body slows down. Stay fascinated. You've never experienced this breath or this moment before. The eyes are closed. You're dropping into your hum. You're becoming your hum. Just letting go of the hum for a moment. Noticing your breathing. And the person with the shortest hair is going to ask the other, can you describe what it's like to be you right now? Can you describe what it's like to be you right now? And the other person has about a minute to just share what is happening. What are they noticing? What is it like to be you? Stay in your feeling body. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. Speaking from what's alive. And then just taking a breath together, finishing off what you're saying, taking a breath together. And the person who's just been speaking then asks, can you describe what it's like to be you right now to the other? Listening with curiosity, feeling in the body. Just finishing off your sentence, taking a couple of breaths together, big breath in. And sigh out. And once more. And once more. And then a breath in and starting your hum again. Soft, long and slow, and this time resting your awareness in your chest, in your heart and in your rib cage. Really seeing if you can notice the vibration in your ribs. So you're moving your curiosity, your awareness through your ribs and through your heart, and noticing where you notice the hum, the vibration. And again, there's no force, there's no pushing, no trying to make it happen. You're just noticing when you rest your awareness. Again, turning off the doing, relaxing in the body, noticing if you're tense, softening. This is for you. This is not for your partner. This is for you. In through the nose, hum, out. Tuning into expansiveness and spaciousness. Space goes out beyond us infinitely. And we're literally breathing space into our body. Notice how the mind might come in and, maybe distract you. Maybe want you to do something else, and just pay no attention to it, turning off the logical side of the mind, tuning into curiosity and fascination. Just scanning your awareness through your ribcage. Notice where you notice the vibration and where you don't. You don't have to do anything with that, you just notice. And also in the center of the heart. And then letting go of this hum. Just noticing your breath, how your breath is coming and going. And the person with the shortest hair this time.
And you're going to ask, if your heart could speak, what would it say? Don't overthink it, just if your heart could speak, what would it say? Just in this moment. So the person who's asking, you're just listening, you're just feeling.
breath together, finishing off what you're saying, and then swapping over.
Person who's just listening, I'm going to ask the other if your heart can speak. Say.
If your heart could speak, what would it say? And again, not going into your mind. And then just taking a couple of breaths together.
Nice sigh on the out breath.
And then a big breath in and starting to hum again. Long and soft and slow. And this time bringing your awareness into your sex and your pelvis. So you're resting your awareness in the bones of your pelvis, your tailbone, the pubic bone, and also in that whole area, in your sex and in all of the tissues in that space. And you're just allowing your hum to rest in there, noticing where you notice the vibration.
Falling into the trance, letting the sound take you.
And again, no force, no pushing. You notice you're coming out or trying to make something happen, then just soften. Soften and let your hum become really intimate and quiet in yourself. That's how it needs to be. The humming for you. What does it take to really enjoy this, to really love the simplicity of this? When all of the doing stops, there is silence and vibration. And we can hum so slowly and softly that it's almost a non-happening, and yet it is incredibly juicy and full. letting the hum dissolve, noticing the breath, noticing the quality of life in the body. And the person with the longest hair is going to ask the other, what is alive in your pelvis? What are you noticing in your pelvis and your sex right now? So what are you noticing, or what is alive in your pelvis and in your sex right now? And the other has a minute to just respond. And you can take as short a time as you wish, or you can fill the minute. And then just letting go of what you're saying and swapping over.
And you're asking, what are you noticing in your pelvis, in your sex right now?
And then just finishing off what you're saying. Just taking 3 big breaths together, in through the nose and a big sigh out. And coming back into your hum. Back into your hum. Long and soft and slow.
And this time the hum is connected with the space all around you and all through you. It's feeling your embrace. As the hum is filling the whole of your body and your bodies together and the space around you.
What does it take to love being this right now? To love this hum and this vibration. How can you let this delight you? Space beyond you infinitely, and space inside you. And is there a place where the space inside meets the space outside? Who knows? Whatever's happening in your experience. Every breath, a hum, softer, longer, slower, less effort. Resting back in yourself. Dropping into vibration. Dropping into resonance. It's almost as if the hum is happening with everything you are, as is the breath. Breathing with everything you are, and the hum is coming from everything you are. But effortlessly, completely effortless. And I invite you to allow your hum to become silent. So it's still coming up through the voice box. It's still long and slow and soft, but it's silent. And your awareness is throughout your body and in your breath. And then the in-breath becomes exactly the same thing, long and soft and slow. And just keeping this long, soft, silent breath happening. In breathing with everything you are. And softening into this silent hum, this silent breath. Staying fascinated with being this. Like you're savoring every moment. And then just letting this breath go and just noticing how the body breathes. Staying where you are. Just being fascinated by your breath. And just synchronizing your breath with each other for a couple of breaths, long, soft, and slow, breathing in together and out together. One of you following the other. And just opening your eyes, seeing your beloved, rather than looking, seeing, no doing in there. If you find that you've come out, if you've left yourself to look, then close the eyes, come back into sensation, into breath, rest down into yourself. It's like you're falling back through yourself into a big armchair that is your body, resting in your body, and then you open the eyes and see from inside.
Mm.
Hmm. And we'll do 3 breaths together, breath and a sigh. So in through the nose. Ah. 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 And without kind of coming out of yourself, we invite you to have a little conversation and just discuss for a couple of minutes each. What did you notice in that? What happened? What did you notice? So
We're just going to give you 4 minutes. So just
we'll tell you when
yeah.
halfway through. And yeah.
And so if you haven't swapped over yet, just halfway through, so swapping over.
And just finishing off what you're saying, and then finding a way of thanking each other.
And of course, you don't have to come back into awareness of us on the screen or this process. You can just
Stay in your little bubble.
stay in your bubble of whatever's moving for you, whatever's happening for you.
But you are welcome to come back. And we're basically opening up for questions, comments, anything that you'd like to know about what happened, or oh, um, yeah, about what happened. If you want to ask anything or share anything about what happened, or anything about Tantra or whatever, or the program or whatever. So you'll just have to unmute yourself and ask away.
So you could share something in the chat, you could unmute, just being aware it's being recorded, but the screen is pinned on Pete and I, so no one will see your faces. You might just hear your voice, but we're curious. What did you notice? How did it feel?
It's always nice to know what went on, because yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Pete.
Hi.
Hi, Kalindi.
Hi.
Yeah, I wanted to pass on the comment that what was very fascinating for me, amongst many things, but particularly was that with your directive, when the 4 stages of, or the 3 stages of humming, and then the final silent humming, that bizarrely for me, that my brain and skull was vibrating on the first one, then my heart and rib cage, and then my pelvic bone, pubic bone, and legs were vibrating in those stages. So I wasn't too sure, thinking about it now, whether that is because my consciousness is shifting in tandem with your directive, or whether that would be a natural kind of progression of continued humming through those stages.
It's a great question. And basically, when we hum, our entire skeleton vibrates, but when we're not moving our awareness through it, we don't generally notice it, so it is happening all over.
Right.
Everything is in vibration. But the more we focus our conscious awareness there, the more we notice, so
that makes sense. Yeah, it was very fascinating to witness that within myself. Yeah.
Beautiful. Great that you could feel it in that way.
And how do you feel now after that?
Really relaxed. And I mean, there's a few things going on. It is later in the evening. It's a work day, so I'm a little bit kind of naturally tired, but in a very relaxed way now. I'm actually a little bit hungry as well, which I found the humming really kind of cleared my appetite. My tum was making a lot of gurgling noises. It was almost like it was cleansing or purging.
Yeah, it's very good for that.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So hungry and relaxed.
Right.
Great. And just to say that this humming practice, it's one of the in Kashmiri Shaivism, which is where it comes from. The initiates would be given one practice for life, and that this would be one of their one practice that initiate would be given, and that would be their practice for life. They would do this day in, day out, and just keep opening to deeper and deeper experiences of this. And there's been a lot of science done on it now, because it's been seen as one of the most beneficial breaths that we can do, the humming breath, especially when it's not a forced humming breath. and I mean, it's got so many benefits. And the way in which it tones the vagus nerve, it really turns off the sympathetic response. So it turns off the fight or flight response. It puts you into rest and digest and heal. Um, and it's amazing. There's actually lots and lots more that it does, but I'm not going to go on because I just bore you. But there's a ton of stuff that it does, which is wonderful.
So the gurgling is good.
Yeah, gurgling is good. So yeah,
I've noticed when I'm quite under the weather, like if I'm quite poorly, I've historically laid on my side and not hummed in the way that we did this evening, but shorter like pulses of humming, and I've never connected. It's just organic. It's just natural for me to do that, and now I've correlated the the two.
I think our body knows these wisdoms. They're very simple.
Yeah,
I think the body remembers these simple.
When we agree with people, we go, we do this little hum, which sets off this little energy in us. But you can hum wherever you are. I hum when I'm driving. I hum all of the time, and it just keeps my nervous system really regulated. So
if we think about when we're connecting to this hum, and if we then go into touch with ourselves, touch with our beloved, something's already set up in that level of presence.
And humming when making love, and it's beautiful. You go into such an expanded state and a connected state. So
yeah, especially if your mind comes in the middle of love making, it's like brings you back. So,
yeah. So
does anybody else want to say anything?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Well, ask anything.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Can you hear me? It's Kerry.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, thanks. That was amazing. I love that practice. So what happened for me was I started to go into what I would call regulation. So I end up with like uncontrollable yawning and my eyes streaming and it's a very familiar process for me. And I'm wondering I always have to go through that process before I could be intimate with my partner. So in your experience, do you tend to sort of just do that together, that regulation? Because that could take me an hour to actually go through that. Or do you often do that before you come together? Or obviously you can do whatever you like, but for me, intimacy becomes in a way mostly about that in the end, because I have to go through all these stages of coming into the parasympathetic before it's even possible to connect.
Yeah. There's no right or wrong way with it, I mean, if you're driving to see your partner, you can be humming in the car to your partner, but also doing that with each other, and actually going really slowly. I mean, the whole thing about tantric lovemaking is slow, slow, slow,
Because you can also, with you start with something like this so that the yawning, as you know, is really good. It's really good for the body. It's
contagious,
So and often your partner starts doing it, and there's no reason why within that very gentle movement can be part of that process. And so the humming can also, it's like the humming, it's not that we're trying to get anywhere quicker, but it's like it has a capacity to really drop the system very quickly. And so there's something about the small movements within that regulation, creating small, because then the more we become in that presence, the more the slightest of touch becomes enjoyable. So it doesn't have to go into a whole, I think it's so important, lovemaking. It's lovemaking has so many different faces. And making love really is creating a field of love.
And expression.
Yeah, an expression of what the moment wants to bring. So yeah, I think it can take that long to just come into some really deep space together.
Yeah, and it is different for everybody, I
don't know if does that answer what you were sharing?
Yeah, it was really helpful. And I guess it's it's making me think of it as less of a black and white thing. Like within that process, you can still start moving or sharing touch, or like making it a little bit more
Yeah.
playful rather than just I'm waiting until I've gone through this.
Yeah, like never wait. Be with
the
what is.
uncontrollable
Yeah.
Yeah.
feeling
I
for
mean,
another 50
sometimes
minutes.
we hum and we just hover our lips just
Mhm.
really close. And it's almost like there's that almost, almost a kiss, but putting all of that hum into our lips, and then maybe they'll brush, and then maybe they'll part, and just doing that for like half an hour builds such a charge.
Not kissing is so good, you know, when you're kind of both ready to kiss but you're not letting it happen, and you're just kind of teasing but not. The whole body becomes so vitally alive.
Because it's also about building erotic charge. And erotic charge can also, it's like within, as the body drops into that regulation, you can also be building that very subtle erotic charge in the space at the same time without having to be overtly sexual.
But also, when you're in the middle of wild lovemaking, you can start to hum or start to explore sound, and you can either just carry on and do that, or you can just slow everything down. Often, what we share with couples is, if they're constantly trying to chase an orgasm. When they get closer to an orgasm, if they just slow everything down and just come into really deep presence and hum with each other or make sound and just kind of soften everything down, but still keep the awareness through the body. And the humming really, when you're humming and you're moving your awareness through your body, that keeps you vitally alive, you know. And then that mixes with the eros, and it takes it somewhere completely different. And people then learn to play with kind of plateauing. They kind of take their erotic energy up, but they don't spill over the edge and lose it. They kind of go up and then they soften and expand it, and then they go up a little bit more and soften and expand it, and so on. So
Great.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Great.
Yeah.
Anyone else as we come to completion? Anyone else want to ask or share anything? Well, we hope that you've enjoyed this
Yeah.
journey this evening.
You'll get an email with the recording, so you can play with it. You know, do play with it. It's not about getting any practices right or wrong. You know, it's about finding what works for you, making it your own, and exploring it and finding how it works for you. You know, so
And if you've enjoyed this, come and join our journey starting in September. We'll
yeah,
send
we'd
you a
love
link.
that. Yeah,
We would love you to join us. It's beautiful.
it's very juicy and kind of
And you
So,
have access to us for like 3 months, I think it is.
yeah,
To
and
ask any
then
questions.
and then access to the practices for life. So yeah. So
Thank you so much. It's such a
Thank you.
pleasure to share with each of you, and I hope you just glide into a beautiful lovemaking and then sleep.
Yeah, don't get back in your head. Stay in your body and have fun.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Good night,
If you have any
everybody.
questions that you haven't asked and that you were kind of shy of asking, just message us, you know. So yeah.
Take care, everyone. Go well.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
each other. Enjoy yourselves.
Okay. Mm,
Thank you.
thanks.
Thanks
Real
for
pleasure
sharing.
to share. Come and join us again sometime.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
Good night, beautiful people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good night.
Night, night.
Good night, darling.